All right, hi everyone, I'm Dan Berlin from MadPal. I'll be talking about content strategy in social media. So again, my name's Dan Berlin. I'm an experienced research director at MadPal. We're an experienced research firm in the New England area. And I'm going to talk about social media and content strategy, how you're going to have a strategy with your social media. So the whole point here is to have the right message at the right time in the right place. And it's this new tool out there that people want to use, but you can't just throw content to the wall and hope it sticks. You need to have a plan, and you need to unleash your content to your folks. And this is started by research, to understand your customers, all about the research, right? And you have to align that research with the business goals and the social media platforms out there. What technology is out there that will align with your content? After you do your research, get into a messaging workshop. Now that you're armed with all this data, determine your goals, who the audience is, what your voice and tone is going to be, the timing, the keywords, and then the message. And to get that stakeholder buy-in. Very underrated, because you're going to be dealing with lots of people in your company, including marketing. And yes, marketing is your friend, believe it or not. I know it's a contentious point here at UXPA, but they have tons of user research, and that should not be discounted. So cozy up with marketing, understand what they understand about the customer. Where's your content going to live? It's either going to live on your site, on your .com, or it's going to live off-site. The whole point of both is conversion, but they serve different purposes. On-site, you want to make sure those things are shareable. Off-site, you want to raise awareness and overall drive traffic. Footprint, where are you going to live in the social media world? What aligns with your business goals and what your business does? For this particular company, they have these great signs, Save More Liquors. So they're on Tumblr, they have Twitter and Facebook, and have a great following, all of them, because it aligns with what they're doing. Getting your voice right. What is the voice? It's really how what you're saying. You don't want to have just one Twitter account that talks to everything. If you're talking to a lot of different people, Proficient breaks it out into different types. What's your tone? How are you going to say these things? Old Spice, who talks about their people's smelf and the crazy things that Old Spice does, is going to have a way different tone than Fidelity. So get your tone right, because it has to align with what your customers expect. SEO. People do not go to your website anymore. They are looking up Google. They're going to wind up in the middle of your website somewhere, so you have to make sure that your SEO is all right. If you optimize your content for your customers, SEO is going to follow, because they're doing those searches. Get that message right. You don't want to be blackballed by your customers by just touting your product. No one wants to hear about your product. They want to be educated, and they want to be entertained. So don't just say, oh, our product is great. You want to bring your people in. Message hierarchy, very important in content strategy. You want to have that primary message, which is omnipresent throughout all of your messages, and this talks to the objectives. Secondary and tertiary, and of course it's calls to action. What should these users do based on these messages? Business processes. You need to get internal buy-in, because some people may be scared of social media. You need to assuage those fears. You need to get the workflow and the governance down. Who's going to be doing what, and who has the authority to give the go-ahead? Governance is very important. Content calendars, also called editorial calendars. Plan 6 months out. How are you going to release this content and have room for flexibility? You're going to have lots of incoming data on how people are reacting. You need to be flexible based on that, because you need to react to customers. Back in a couple weeks ago, Chick-fil-A in Leesburg, Virginia, the high school seniors stole their topiary cows. Well, they sent a cow to go give hugs. Comcast, lots of technical problems, lots of technical people to answer your problems. Why do you want to do this? Because you want to be a trusted resource. What is going to thrill users? Where are the users in the life cycle, and what information do they need at that point in the life cycle? And what satisfies both the business and the customer? And that's very important. You have to align those interests. You do not have to create all of your content. There's tons of content out there in social media. So get out there and see what's out there. What's on Mashable? What's on Reddit? What will your clients like that you can point them to? Don't create everything, because there's a ton out there. Flexibility based on data. There's tons of ways to get information about what people are reacting to, both positively and negatively, and you need to react on that quickly. So be nimble and have a plan for how you're going to react to negative and positive comments. And there are some tools out there that will help you. Hootsuite, TweetDeck, and Divi For the management of getting these messages out there, or for measurement, Radian 6 is the big one to understand how people are reacting to your content, and then you can make the decisions on what to do. So start with the user research, understand your goals in the landscape. Workflow in government's very important. Don't just create all the content, interact with your audience, and be a trusted resource. Give them information that they want, entertain and educate them. Thank you.